more days I repeat,
The longer that I'm out here,
the more certain I am.
of what I have to do. The only way to protect the cycle
The only way to break this cycle
is to kill you.
In the letter that accompanied my preview version of Deathloop, the first thing game director Dinga Bakaba wrote was, "Deathloop is a strange game." While I wouldn't disagree with him, Deathloop is delightfully anything but your average first-person shooter. I'd also say with compliments that it is the most Arcane-y game yet. If you're familiar with the studio's work over the past decade, highlighted by Dishonored and Prey, then you're going to feel very comfortable with Deathloop. That said, the pseudo-1960s vibe and intentional mystery behind the island of Black Reef that you're stuck in a time loop on makes Deathloop a wholly unique experience. I've played the first 6 or so hours of it, and I'm only just getting started. Bakaba's letter also included more "don't talk about this" caveats than I've ever seen in a preview. That's why the footage you're seeing is only from one area of one mission, even though I've played a lot more. But that's okay, because I don't want to ruin anything for you any more than the Arcane team does. Just know that your name is Colt, and you wake up on Black Reef Island with a foggy memory and a woman named Juliana out to get you. Oh, and you're trapped in that pesky time loop. What I can freely talk about is a mission to hunt down a woman named Harriet, one of the many people who's not thrilled that you're trying to break the loop. In addition to the spoiler story implications that taking her down has, she's also in possession of the Nexus Slab, a unique ability you can take off of her corpse that allows you to chain the fate of enemies together so that if you kill one, every linked bad guy dies too. Think of it as the 2 birds, 1 stone power-up. Like Arcane's other games, Deathloop is a direct descendant of the games the studio's original leaders were influenced by. Classics like System Shock, Deus Ex, and Thief. Younger players will recognize the newer branches of that family tree, the aforementioned Dishonored and Prey. From a systems level, that means kitting out your cult with uniquely upgraded weapons and abilities. From a macro gameplay perspective, it means you're able to embrace stealth, go guns blazing, though this might not be the best idea in the early hours given your relatively puny health bar, or hack and distract to create diversions with radios or take over gun turrets to have them fight for you instead of the enemy. As I've always preferred stealth in Deathloop's ancestor games, I leaned right into that here. Snapping necks and lopping off heads with my machete never got old, nor did my irresistible urge to search for hidden loot, of which there is plenty. Note that safe and door combinations randomize for each player, so any that you happen to see here aren't spoilers. As you progress, you'll earn and learn new ways to tame the inevitable crashing wave that is the Deathloop. Your first ability, in fact, Reprise, lets you die twice within a loop without having to restart that entire loop. An invaluable skill given your relative weakness in direct head-to-head combat. Another one, Infuse, allows you to make certain weapons loop-proof, so yes, you can take them with you. Know that the loop will continue even if you stay alive though, as the day is divided up into morning, noon, afternoon, and evening sections. Maps, as you'd expect from an Arcane game, are designed with player freedom in mind. Almost every destination has more than one way in and out, often with paths going above and or below the building. Go figure then that my careful plan to quietly sneak up behind Harriet, assassinate her, and take her Nexus Slab went to hell when I was almost there on the first try, and then on my second chance I accidentally stirred up the entire hornet's nest of bad guy underlings while they were busy lowering one of their own into a vat of acid Joker style, and I ended up blasting every last one of them, including Harriet, with my minigun. That'll work too, and that's the point in an Arcane game. Anything goes. The best spoiler-free word I'd use to describe my time with Deathloop so far is intrigued. It is a sharp, on-purpose zag to the rest of the first-person shooter genre zig. It very clearly has a strong identity, and very few playthroughs are likely to ever be the same. You'll be able to start peeling back its layers of mystery on September 14th on either PS5 or PC. For more new stuff from Arcane, check out the reveal trailer for Redfall, coming to Xbox and PC next summer, and for everything else in the world of gaming, stick with IGN.